Hello BIPA students, apa kabar? Baik? Bagus. Saya baik juga. Terima kasih. Welcome to our virtual tour. My name is Sanjaya, and today we are visiting one ancient village in Bali, namely Penglipuran Village or Desa Penglipuran. It is located in the east part of Bali in the Regency of Bangli. It's about 46 kilometers from Denpasar or 54 kilometers from Seminyak. Well, the distance is not a matter when you get to see this beautiful, unique village of Bali, is it? Penglipuran Village has become one of Bali tourist destinations because of its mesmerizing architectural concept and how local people preserve and apply Balinese traditional cultural values in everyday life. The architectural concept implied in this village follows the philosophical concept of Trihita Karana, a Balinese life philosophy that leads you to the knowledge of life balance and harmonious relationship between humans and God, humans and nature, and among humans themselves. Without further ado, we are going to explore the site now. But don't forget to put your sarung or kaman on to cover your body's lower part. If you do not know how to put your sarung or kaman on nicely, we will show you how to. Check it out! This is the tutorial on how to wear Balinese costumes with the casual look or what we call as adat madya. For men, we need kaman, selendang, and udang, the headdress. First, you may wear your kaman to cover your legs. Roll it over like this, and please make sure the left side is longer than the right one. Fold it like this to keep it tight. Now, you can make kancut, the layer between your legs. Then, take your selendang and wear it like this, covering your waist. Finally, wear your udang like this. The front part should be a bit lower than the back part. This is the casual look of the style, like what we call it adat madya. However, the casual style is not suggested to use when you are going into the temple and pray. This is the formal look. The style when we need to go to the temple and pray. You can see that most of the color is white as the symbol of purity. For women, we need to have kaman and selendang. Firstly, you may wear your kaman to cover your legs. Roll it over like this. Please make sure the left side is longer than the right one, that the tip of the kaman lies in the middle between your legs. Then you can tie it like this to not lose it. Finally, you can wear your selendang like this, covering your waist. And tie it beautifully with the style you like. Here you can see, on the right side is the formal style when you need to go to the temple and pray, what we call as adat utama. Meanwhile, on the left side, it's the casual look, or what we call as adat madya. Alright, we are very ready to get in now. Please always have your mask on and don't forget to always conduct the health protocol. Let's go! As you can see, the main road divides the settlement into two sides where the housings are. The houses were organized very well, made of bamboos on their both walls and roof. The land width is evenly the same, so does the height. The house entrance, called as angkul-angkul, also has a bamboo roof. And mentions the name of the house owner. There are several handicrafters who warmly welcome you to visit and look around at their house. To get a more comprehensive insights into the house structure, now we are going to visit and interview Bapak Nengah Moneng, one of the residents in the village. Om Swastiastu Bapak.
Om Swastiastu.
Nggih, selamat pagi, apa kabar?
Selamat pagi.
Nggih.
Rahayu Hajang sareng sami.
Nggih, becik. Bapak, tiang minta waktunya nggih untuk
Nggih.
wawancara nggih.
Nggih.
Nggih. Bapak, bagaimana konsep dasar struktur bangunan rumah di Desa Penglipuran niki?
Ya, konsep dasar struktur bangunan tradisional di Desa Wisata Penglipuran ini yaitu mengacu kepada konsep Trimandala. Trimandala itu yaitu Pahyangan, Pawongan, Palemahan. Jadi kalau zona Pahyangan itu ada tempat suci, Sangga. Di Pawongannya ada rumah-rumah, yaitu ada pawon, dapur tradisional. Nah, untuk dapur tradisional ini juga ada zona atas, tengah, bawah. Yang di atas itu yang disucikan, yang di tengah untuk tempat tidur, di bawah juga tempat yang lain seperti hasil pertanian. Yang di atas itu karena ini tempat yang disucikan, jelas tempat itu tidak sembarang orang boleh naik. Biasanya yang naik ke atas itu hanya orang-orang tertentu. Dan kemudian yang di bawah itu seperti tadi saya ceritakan ada untuk ya katakanlah bahan-bahan kayu bakar yang masih basah. Dan karena ini dapur jelas ada tungku. Dan juga dimanfaatkan oleh warga kita itu untuk menghangatkan tubuhnya. Ya, itulah bangunan tradisional dapur. Kalau ini ada balesa keenam. Balesa keenam ini untuk upacara-upacara adat keagamaan. Ya, misalnya untuk pernikahan, untuk upacara ngaben, untuk upacara peroras dan lain sebagainya. Kemudian zona Palemahan itu di belakang. Di sana biasanya untuk menempatkan kayu api, untuk garasi sepeda motor atau mobil, untuk pemeliharaan hewan dan lain sebagainya.
Nike berhubungan dengan konsep Trimandala nike, Parahyangan, Palemahan, Pawongan.
Ya.
Apakah wenten perbedaan nike antara struktur bangunan rumah Driki di Desa Penglipuran dengan struktur rumah di desa lain di Bali?
Ya, itu ada perbedaan. Ya, perbedaannya kalau kami memiliki dapur tradisional itu kan ada di luar.
Nggih.
Ya, di sini di sebelah utara kaca.
Nggih.
Ya, nah balesa keenam ini selalu kami posisikan berhadapan-hadapan.
Nggih.
Maka ini dianggap sebagai pasangannya. Kalau Bali yang lainnya itu kan menaruhnya bisa di sebelah timur gitu kan. Dan juga dia ada sakunya 6, ada 8, ada 12 gitu. Kalau kami di sini tetap saku 6.
Kenten.
Nggih.
Nggih. Dan seperti mungkin eranya sampun globalisasi Bapak nggih.
Nggih.
Apakah ada perubahan Bapak yang mungkin terjadi di struktur bangunan di desa puniki?
Ya, ada sedikit perubahan. Yang mana dari bahan. Sekarang ada misalkan kami yang menggunakan bahan keramik.
Kemudian di depan nih
Nggih.
saya melihat wenten penyanitasi tangan di setiap rumah. Nah, punapi nih penduduk sekitar menghadapi tantangan di masa pandemi niki.
Misalkan ada kami itu betul-betul melakukan protokol kesehatan dengan ketat.
Nggih.
Setiap warga itu harus memakai masker, wajib jaga jarak, harus sering mencuci tangan. Kan seperti itu 3M itu.
Wah, becik sekali Bapak niki wawasannya tiang. Terima kasih banyak Bapak nggih.
Suksema.
Nggih, suksema
Nggih.
banget nggih niki. Nggih. Pamit Bapak, suksema
Nggih, suksema.
nggih. Alright, that's the insightful interview with Bapak Nengah Moneng. And now, we are leaving for the Holy Temple. Pura is the word for temple in Bahasa Indonesia. And here, they have Pura Bali Agung, a holy place to worship God Brahma, the god of creations. And they also have Pura Pusah, a holy place to worship God Vishnu, the god of protections and preserver. Not only its architectural concept, Desa Penglipuran also has a 37.7 hectare wide bamboo forest that is one of the best bamboo forests in Bali. The people believe that the bamboos didn't grow themselves, that the ancestors did plant them. Therefore, bamboos are believed to symbolize their historical root. The bamboos here are also utilized as a building material used for the houses. Our beloved students of BIPAS, that was our exciting and pleasant virtual tour. It will be more pleasant and exciting if we have you here in Bali with us. This is the current situations of the village during the pandemic. They have less visitors coming to the village. Before the pandemic, many both domestic and international tourists visit the village to explore the uniqueness of Balinese culture, especially the village's architecture. We are hoping that the situation will get better very immediately so that we can visit many incredible places in Bali literally together. Thank you so much for being with us up to this minute of the video. See you again. Terima kasih. Sampai jumpa. Halo BIPAS students, apa kabar? Baik? Bagus. Saya 6 kilometers from Denpasar and my name is Sanjaya and so switch. Penglipuran village has become one of gods and humans. So be humans first, yeah. Gods and humans to conduct the health protocol. On hectare wide bamboo forest that is one of the best bamboo